I know the Studio Bank story.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us listening know the Studio Bank story, but it's not every day you get to sit next to a co-founder of a bank.
It's crazy.
So talk to us about how does one find themselves becoming likely, some would say, one of the most unlikely
Yes.
to co-found
Yeah.
the fastest growing bank
Yes.
and one of the best banks
Thank
in
you.
Nashville.
Thank you. Yes. I believe we are the fastest growing bank to ever start in Nashville. I was 35 years old when Aaron Dorn, the bank CEO and partner and friend of mine, asked me to coffee and said, I think we should start a bank. The bank we worked for sold to a regional bank. And my immediate reaction was, you're crazy. There's no way I'm starting a bank. My wife's on maternity leave. I've got a 3-month-old at home. It's not happening.
Wow.
2 weeks later, and a lot of things happened in that 2-week period, but I came across a quote that says, if someone presents an opportunity that is so large you feel unprepared for, say yes and figure it out later.
Wow.
And that's Richard Branson, Virgin. And it was the question that Aaron presented to me. This makes no sense, except that it did. And what I knew about Nashville, being a 5th generation Nashvilleian, is this is a town that has always honored local banking and the partnership that a local bank has with the community. And we were entering a period where those local banks were exiting. Founding executives were retiring, the banks were being bought. And I didn't want a city as on the move as Nashville to lose local banking. And I thought it was time for a bank that's going to be a community bank to reflect the community that it serves. Mm-hmm. And so in the 10 years that it had been since the new bank started, Nashville had trended younger, it had trended more diverse, and you look at the leadership amongst the community banks and it was quite homogenous. And so I said, yes, we need to do this. And yes, there's an opportunity to do it in a way that's even more powerful than the way it's done before. So we raised $46 million in 6 weeks from about 325 business folks in town that reflect every industry demographic, racial diversity as well. It is about the most diverse coalition behind Studio Bank as any company that started in the last several years.